So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Group D of DeVoid organized 2v2 Premium. It's like in-house tournament where teams of two are facing against teams of two. So what we are looking at right now is in the left bottom corner we have in purple colors playing Terran FRost. I believe he's from Kazakhstan, and his teammate Draco playing Protoss pieces in orange colors, who's actually Zerg main and from Sweden, playing against BlackKnight. BlackKnight is here playing in green colors the Protoss, and his teammate in the top right corner Fairespiter, who is playing Zerg as teal. So that's interesting setup. So these guys we have already seen. Both of the teams played different matchups though in their first games. There is quite a thing, quite a games in front of us, I believe, because they are quite a nice combination of things. At least Draco and FRost, I believe, are really strong, while I have no idea. These are like really the jokers here, I believe, because you don't know what kind of surprises they can bring to the table when you are familiar with, like, I am personally familiar with Draco and I kind of know who is FRost and what he's doing, and then I'm less familiar with these two guys. So, you know, that's technically, I would say in my mind, these guys here on the right side are underdogs, but who knows? Maybe for somebody else they are someone else. Okay, everyone's going for natural. There looks like is a 1-1 opener here from FRost. He is building a Reaper. Obviously, Protoss and Zerg in this kind of situations will be on defensive posture. Talking about MMRs, actually, let's talk about those. So, Fairespiter over here, actually, he's playing Zerg? Yes, he's playing Zerg, so it's like 4.2k Zerg actually. While his Protoss actually is in 5ks and Terran is 3.8k, so this is again alt race which he has picked, and he has actually picked Zerg, which is crazy, because, well, usually people don't do that, right? Who does that? I don't know. Well, obviously he does that. BlackKnight is he's playing Protoss, and his Protoss is actually like 3.7k, while he is actually Zerg mine, which is a Zerg mine player, which his Zerg raise is 4.7k in. So it looks like they have switched the races pretty much. So this is the main race for the Fairespiter, actually. Sorry, I'm misspelling that constantly. And this is the main race for BlackKnight. So that's interesting combination. Whoop, there is harassment, which I'm missing. There's Adept, double Reaper, and Hellion trying to get rid of. Actually, there's multiple Reapers joining in. It was cancelled, but there's nothing to protect it, unfortunately. There are some links, just kicked in the link speed. Drone has been lost. There's plenty of lings over here jumping in. The Reapers are jumping in the main base. They are awaited with the Stalker on the 4 legs. FRost is actually microing out the Stalker, and he did it successfully, and he's now getting rid of 3-4 probes, I believe. Actually getting rid of warped in units, so those 3 Reapers are bringing havoc here. Lings are being recalled from Fairespiter, and yeah. Actually, BlackKnight is going for Blink. There is speed already Lings, and there is Roach Warren being built right now by Fairespiter. Well, on the opposite side, we have FRost, which is actually Protoss main, 4.5k, but his Terran is 3.3k, so that's what he's playing to be suited for this tournament, while Draco's Zerg is 4.7k and his Protoss actually is 3.9k, so all of the players here are playing their alt races. to be fit for the tournament, which as I already have said multiple times, while the Lings are coming here to bring havoc to FRost second base, the maximum or the minimum of MMR line, which should not have been overstepped by both players on the team, is 8k MMR altogether. So yeah, third base has been started by Draco. That was successfully defended and pushed out, but there is a roach push, which is scouted by Draco's observer over here, coming from Fairespiter. Well, I will call you Spriter. Sorry about that. I just can't. You can't fix that, you know. It's my brains. Sorry. Nevertheless. Ooh, the roaches are made into Ravagers, so that's an aggression indeed. BlackKnight actually is warping in the pylon, so he can warp in more reinforcements if that's needed. The Roach Ravager Ling combination is beelined over the map. Well, technically FRost has... We've never modded the damn thing. I don't know what you mean that, but okay. There are Marines. It's fine. Nevertheless, there is activity in chat and I'm happy about it. Well, the attack was held by Siege Tank, Cyclones, Marines, and a lot of Blink Stalkers from Draco. Draco is researching +1 and he's actually going for War Prism, which means that they are going to go for counter-aggression. The Fair is losing his overlords, whole 2 of them, which is terrifying. There is actually Immortal also mixed in the army. There are some Zealots here. What are the upgrades? Actually, it's the Charge and Blink from Draco, so he's ready for some gateway action, and there are more gateways joining in the army. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, BlackKnight is ready with the Stalkers. The Biles of Ravagers successfully gets rid of Siege Tank, and the attack was held and is pretty much counter-pushed right now. But the thing is that Draco has the third base, which is putting him ahead, while Fire is just now getting the third base, so technically team on the upper side is actually behind, and there is again coming counter-attack, so this is again turning into back and forth game. There is a Siege Tank here for FRost, which can get rid of all kinds of pesky attacks. They decide to attack from both sides. Blink on top of the Siege Tank, but there is another one in backing, and there is another one coming in that will support the army. The Biles are trying to get rid of Siege Tank. Unfortunately, not enough firepower, and all the roaches have gone down to the Stalkers. The Blink Stalkers for BlackKnight also is blinking out. This counter push was successfully held. There are 2 Immortals being built by Draco, and more researchers coming up from his teammate FRost. He's going for +1 and more, so this is like bio army into Stalker Immortal. There is actually Draco dropped the actually warped in the charge lots in the main base of Fair here, and Blink Stalkers actually sniped them down. I don't know how many workers were gotten, but it doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like much. BlackKnight has his Stalkers ready. He's going for charge lot research, and Fair is going for Hydralisk then. Meanwhile, FRost is going for Armory, and he has settled the third base himself. There are Archons joining in from Draco, and Draco is actually starting his own 4th base. Meanwhile, Fair is actually going for Lurker then, which means that he might want to play with some Lurkers. So that was the plan, so that's why he built the Hydra then. BlackKnight is finally going for third base. Well, economically, I would say Draco and Frost definitely is in front. There comes another attack with a line of Roaches, some Ravagers and Blink Stalkers, but now there are 2 Archons, 3 Immortals, even 4 Immortals with Stalkers, and well, technically Frost even doesn't need any siege tanks there. As soon as they saw that many Immortals, they just pretty much fell back from the position. There are 2 more Immortals being pumped out by Draco. He's going for Storms, he's going for +2 attacks, and Frost is joining some Liberators in his army. He's going for +2 and Siege Tank. Well, technically now Draco is sending run-by of charge lots. There is empty base here, just fully saturated empty base, not ready for this attack. And he actually successfully gets like 2 Hydras and a couple of Workers here, a couple of drones, while the Roaches couch him out. BlackKnight is going for Storm 2. He's finishing it only now. Meanwhile, Fair is going for Speed for Hydras. There was a big... No, there was a little bit of pokies here. Draco just gets his War Prism once again into the base of BlackKnight, but he loses that to the Blink. And meanwhile, Frost and Draco is actually going for the top left corner for the opened bases of Fairespiter and BlackKnight. Well, no, technically that's just Zerg bases over here. Lurkers are burrowed. Frost is evacuating, but there is another base here which can be taken down, which is successfully done. Going to be done or tried to. Well, unfortunately not managed to do that until the end. Draco is going for more Archons. He's actually going for Robotics Bay to probably transition to Colossi, but I think he will do that for Disruptors in this case. And he's sending one more run-by of Zealots towards the BlackKnight's 3rd base. Meanwhile, the Zerg player here, the Fair, has 5 bases already. There are High Templars with Storm, which are under attack by Charge Lots, and some probes here are under attack too. Draco decided to send them the Charge Lots towards the High Templars. I think one of those 2 of them did fall down, but nothing more, unfortunately, for Draco. Meanwhile, Frost has taken his bases down here below, and he is also pushing the top side bases, so he is also taking the 4th and 5th in the corner, so as the Zerg has taken it. And both Draco and Frost is attacking the plausible 5th base for the Zerg player. There's a lot of Lurkers, and now BlackKnight is joining in from the flank. I don't think there are any observers here for Draco, so he cannot see. Yeah, they are pretty much dependent on scans from Frost here. But they are Disruptors. Some of them, yeah, 2 balls were shot down. The BlackKnight tried to snipe them unsuccessfully, unfortunately, and there comes the Draco with the drop. And the Immortals, like big pile of Immortals, are just slapping over the army of whatever is coming. So that's big pile of Immortals, and BlackKnight calls GG. That means the first game, or one of the games, I don't know which one this is gonna be, is going for Draco and Frost. Let's jump into next one. I'm settling the wrong scores. There we go. So, we are back in, I hope this is game 2, maybe this is game 3, who knows, between Draco, who is playing Protoss in a top left corner, and his teammate Frost, who is playing Terran in a purple colors. Between them and BlackKnight, who is in green colors playing Protoss, and his teammate Fairespiter, who is playing Zerg in blue colors this time. So yeah, first game was taken by Draco and Frost. It was back and forth from two bases multiple times. They attacked and counterattacked, but at the end I guess Draco successfully built like 8 immortals, which was big enough immortal ball for both BlackKnight and Fairespiter to just tap out, because it rolled over the lurkers of Fairespiter, and yeah, it was quite a game. It was quite a game. Let's see what guys bring to the table. This one looks like the beginning of the game is pretty much as similar as that. There is no cheeses, no proxies coming up, which is quite acceptable, I would say. Obviously, some people will try. There is a little chance of success, but there is. Draco is here with his probe to scout out what's actually happening. It's gateway into cybernetics core. Draco, meanwhile, actually is going for Nexus after he has already dropped his gateway and cyber core. There is double gateway from BlackKnight here in this case. Well, Draco is more economy based. There is the Reaper, which successfully got rid of probe of Dracos. No, that was probe of BlackKnight, probably. Yeah, that was trying to scout the information in opposite side of the map, but didn't successfully do so. BlackKnight is freely giving another probe to this Reaper, which is successfully getting like 2 of them. Draco is sending his probe back, so his probe survived his scouting mission. Reaper is scouting for possible proxies. They are looking around. They are suspicious. There is Marine checking out. There is Overlord here, which Frost will try to fire down. He goes behind it and then brings it forward, and there Draco joins in with the Stalker, so that Overlord is definitely going down. So if you didn't know if the Overlord is not on a hold position or is just randomly sent there, then if you shoot it from the side you shoot it, it will run the other way. So if you go behind it and shoot it, it will start running the other way, so you can actually snipe things like that. Actually, it's an aggression coming, which is spotted by Frost. There are speedlings, a lot of speedlings from Fire here coming in, and there is a few stalkers here from BlackKnight. Much more things are beelined all over the map. I don't see... there is a proxy gates. Actually, there's proxy pylons, proxy gate here. And this aggression, I believe we saw in previous matchup they had in round 1, where they did go for the Ling and Stalker aggression, which is quite strong and actually won them the game. Well, Draco and Frost is well, cornered right now. Frost is going for Banshee and Siege Tank. I don't know if they are fully ready for the aggression. There's double bankers with some workers being sent here, and the bunker is the first thing that's being targeted by the Lings and Stalkers. There are double shield batteries here, which are really good. The Lings cannot actually surround this bunker, so it's not efficient for them to fight. They're trying to snipe down the pylon, which they successfully do, so Warpin is cancelled, and the shield batteries are not working anymore, so Lings and Stalkers can actually eat up the mineral line of Draco, which the second pylon also gone down, was killed, and Warpin was cancelled because of that, and the mineral lines both for the Frost and Draco has gone down. Now they are on the Siege Tank, which was trying to defend everything. There are more Warpins, more beelines of Stalkers coming in. There is one Banshee which is trying. It's actually, well, I don't know if it has cloak. Did he manage? No, the cloak was not managed. So the Stalkers actually can't shut it down easily. There is a Siege Tank out for Frost, which can actually try to siege up and try to protect his economy, but it was also sniped down. So pretty much all the economy has been eaten down by the Lings and shot down by the Stalkers, so it looks like it's gonna be GG probably, no? There is Immortal being built, but there are more Lings, more Stalkers just beelined all over the map and just coming in and killing everything on their way. All the economy, all the production, everything. There is Siege Tank, no problem. We have Lings and Stalkers for that. You cannot surround it with the SCVs. We are not gonna to allow it. The wall has a hole in it actually. There is a hole in the wall. Ay ay ay. That's so bad. So Lings can still come up, so there's nothing to wall off. If this attachment would be built, then maybe it could wall off the Lings from coming the base, and probably Stalkers too. And they would have to make a hole in the wall, but that's not an issue. There are some Stalkers from Draco trying to protect something. They shut down the Stalker successfully, but there are more. And there are more and more coming constantly. The Frost is not anymore mining. He has Marines and Cyclone though for defense. He lifted his natural and flew to the main base. Yeah, the aggression may be a little bit calmed down. The Stalkers are trying to get rid of Marines and whatever, but the Lings are here to scare away the economy of Frost and actually catches down the Cyclone and eats away some SCVs. Stalkers are keep aggression. These bunch of Lings are getting rid. Actually, there is a sentry trying to force field off the supplies, supporting army, but unsuccessfully. These Lings are gnawing away from the natural. I think there is no more SCVs for Frost, and he calls GG and leaves the game. BlackKnight also calls GG for some reason, and Draco calls GG, and BlackKnight and Fairespiter are taking game 2. So it's a decider match. Let's jump into game 3. Okay. Welcome back to 2v2 tournament of DeVoid, the premium tournament, which we have. This is Group D, round 2, games matchup of round 2, and this is the cider match, the third game between Draco, who is playing orange color Protoss pieces here on the left bottom corner, and his teammate FRost, which is playing purple color Terran pieces, also on the left bottom side, and they are playing against BlackKnight, which is playing Protoss color green pieces here, and GGL, what is this? And Fairespiter, which is playing teal color Zerg. I'm sorry again multiple times for misspelling the nickname. I will try to hold to the Zerg because it's easier for me, because I'm trying to get it out as Fairespiter or something like that. I don't know why for my thing, but Fairespiter is very unusual and very difficult for me, but we will get to that. We will get to that eventually. So, BlackKnight and Fairespiter did use the Ling and Stalker strategy, which they used in the first round games, which is cool. So people could be ready for that. There's a lot of pinging happening. The pinging, well, I believe both of the pings were to decide which player takes which base, because this map specifically, the Undercurrent, has like a pocket base here, which Draco is taking in this case, and then there are these bases. So it's like technically one of the players can take 3 bases and the other just 2, or maybe all of the like one player takes 4 bases and the other one stays on the one. Whatever the situation is, it could be used all sorts of strategies, so that's giving some difference. No, BlackKnight probe is stuck and FRost shuts it down. FRost has successfully walled it off, and he's starting with similar 1-1 opening with a Reaper. Actually 2 Reapers. There is 1 Reaper here and there is another Reaper building. Draco sends his probe, successfully slid by the Reaper, which is going to do some harassment. Question where? I think Fair was actually going for 3rd base, but Saves his drone over here. Saves another drone. There are some lings already out. Frost is trying to get the drone. He got the drone and he does not get out. So it was one drone to Reaper. Not the best of a combination. Draco is actually hallucinating Phoenix. Fair is sending his Overlord in. There is already kind of strategy coming here. There is Twilight Council and multiple gateways with a warp gate coming from the Draco here, which are actively pinged here. I don't know to defend or what's the situation. Well, Frost is building his natural in the main base. He's going 1-1-1 opener. And I don't know what happens with the other Reaper. Was it sent away or not? Was it killed or in harassing process or not? I did miss that. It's really hard to cast 2v2s for sure. At least for me. I have no idea. Okay, there's Cyclone. There were some lings trying to get inside the main base of this team. Unsuccessfully, I might add. There is a tech lab for the starport, so that means that the Frost is going for Banshee. He has Cyclone for defense, he's going for Banshee. Might be going for Cloak, but he's going for another barracks. So it's not gonna be multiple Banshees, at least for that case. Hallucinated Phoenix is scouting out what is the situation over here. Meanwhile, BlackKnight is going for Oracle, and then he's opening for Void Ray. Interesting. So there are some switches into builds, into armies, setups, into harassment tools. BlackKnight is going for Draco's, I believe, main base. Yep. And Draco actually is going for Dark Shrine while building Robo facility. So that looks like Blink, Dark Shrine into Robo. So it could be, I would say, could be for Archons or Invisible for harassment, whatever. But yeah, there it goes. There's the BlackKnight with killing 5 probes pretty much successfully killed. Draco summoned in some stalkers. There is Void Ray still being built. Well, Fairespiter has taken 3rd and 4th base, and he's even taking the 5th base. So he's running for some economy. He's actually going for lair. There is no tech buildings. There is just droning happening in crazy amounts. Lings are here to do a little bit harassment. There are Marines here. That was double Banshee. I think they don't have the cloak. Oh no, they do have the cloak upgrade. I missed that. And BlackKnight actually is going for 2nd starport, while Frost is going out to harass the mineral lanes of his opponents with double Banshee. BlackKnight gets in some zealots. Does he have any upgrades? No, there are no upgrades, no more upgrades than that. Fair is going for +1 melee attacks, and Frost is going for steam packs and +1 bio attacks. Fair is also joining in with he's dropping spores immediately when he spotted the Banshees, and he's going for +1 in melee, as I said already. No, that's Frost. Frost is going for siege tank, and he's actually harassing a lot of drones. I think there is a lot of kills here. It's 8, 13 is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 workers. Now there are 2 Void Rays. There are Phoenixes out, Oracle out. And Oracle will try to reveal. Yep, it reveals successfully. It's like 17 and 12 kills. It's like 29 worker kills. That's a lot. Meanwhile, Draco with his Blink Stalkers, I believe that's a Blink or not. Yeah, his Blink Stalkers has arrived on the 3rd base of BlackKnight, and BlackKnight has lost everything there. And Fairespiter is sending out, Speedlings to get rid of those pesky stalkers, which is a really good chance. Draco is not microing his blink, or it was on cooldown. Now he starts the micro part. And there comes the Frost with double siege tank Colossi. I think he lost his Banshees also, meanwhile, while this was happening, while I was paying attention there. There comes the Marines with 2 siege tanks on the back, and there are blink stalkers. Well, technically there are phoenixes, but phoenixes can fire only air units, so they can get rid of the medivacs, but not successfully. And there's nothing else. There's 17-18 hydras being built right now by Fairespiter. Unfortunately, they come quite late because Fairespiter is losing his third and his natural and his third pretty much right now economy, and he lost his third base also. There's a siege tank, there's blink stalkers and marines, and they are going for the natural right now. GG's call from Fairespiter. BlackKnight was building more phoenixes, but that won't help in this situation. And Draco and FRost takes game 3, and they win their matchup. And going forward in the group stage.